Okay. I really wanted to do a collective read, so it's 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Let me make sure. Because you know when spirits say move, we gonna move, right? Okay. Clear and precise for those that are in need right now. This is my first time ever going live at 3 a.m. Let's check and see what the energy is like. Why did I feel like I had to go live today at this time? I should put this up there. Hey, Angelus. Give me 1 second. Put this up here so I can see the comments. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's 3 a.m. where I'm at. What is the message for the collective spirit? Why did I feel like I had to come on right now? We have yes, butterflies, scar on face, October. Someone may have lied on your name. Jealous of you. Someone that's jealous may have lied. I'm going to try my best not to make this so karmic, but the message has to come out. Freckles, beauty mark. Nightmare. Highlights in hair. Someone having nightmares. Maybe you need to put a bowl of salt water under your bed. Pray over it. Pray a prayer of protection, a scripture of protection, some sort of protection. You may have freckles, a beauty mark, something on your face. We have surprise meeting. This is definitely the shadow period of Mercury retrograde and a bunch of retrogrades happening. So it's going to be a lot of people coming back from the past to either be lessons, to be a mess, as all my cards fall on the ground. Yeah, and I can see why it all fell on the ground. We have spiritual tests. Someone's coming back to be a spiritual test. Confirmation with the flame. Someone used the last full moon to harness your energy. Maybe someone that's going through nightmares. You are an empath. Trust your intuition. Someone's headed towards a new career. And I'm going to dive in deeper what the spiritual test is. So someone, it says spiritual test on this card. It says fail. It's whoever did the last full moon. Someone used the last full moon to harness your energy. That was a spiritual test. And it was a big fail. Lied on your name. I'm getting someone that went to someone else. It could have been because they want to change destinies. Will you marry me? Maybe someone you rejected is searching for your energy. They seeked it through someone else. Mama be in the kitchen with the crock pot. Yeah. They went to another. They went to another spiritual. Carl Miller's funeral home. Oddly keeps coming out. Someone, it was a spiritual test, and they may be reaching their demise. Point blank, period. This card is still at the bottom. You will see their karma. Maybe someone couldn't sleep. You will meet someone on vacation. Overthinking past events. Lone wolf. Maybe right now you're going through some sort of hermit mode or something like that. You're asked to go within, get rest. What about this nightmare? Love spells, magic. It has to do, whatever this nightmare is, someone's sending you, maybe you're seeing this person, someone may be 57 or angel number 57, or that may be in your apartment, cell phone number, something about the number 57. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Carr Miller's funeral home. It's all yellow. Someone used the last full moon to harness your energy, and they may be passing away. Point blank, period. It's a spiritual test. It failed for some reason because they tried to force something. It could have been this love. Monitoring spirits. They be watching you. And they were warned. Damn. You living your life like it's golden, and here is somebody in the background just wanting to just come in and cause disturbance. And I feel like this person don't even know you. I feel like I keep talking about the same thing. Clarify, yes. Right. Road opener blockbuster. Someone did some sort of road opener just in time. Take what resonate. Clarify the butterflies. Explore your options. I feel like you've been seeing a lot of white butterflies. White butterflies symbolizes, it could be your guides. Always think about what you feel when you see butterflies, period. But they symbolize this transformation, especially like the monarch butterflies. They symbolize transformation, new life, new beginnings, just new. Everything is okay. And I love seeing a white butterfly, because every time, I don't care where, it seems like a white butterfly is at the oddest places, to where it's like, and it's like they're flying with all their might. It's the cutest little thing ever. Like, it's like they're flying with all their might. Maybe you've been seeing a lot of butterflies, and you get like this tingly feeling, this warm feeling that everything is going to be okay. You may have a scar on your face. Moral oral. Karmic friend. And no. I feel like with moral oral, you may be a business owner. Moral oral, you may have grown up with, like, when I wrote that, it was for the actual show. And that show was people, they went to, you know what I mean? It's a little kid, he grew up in church, and he like, it was like law to him. But it was like a lot of crazy things going on in the background. Money over everything. I don't know if it has to do with a church, but I know my last couple reads were about a church. Confirmation. It's 1010 where you've been. Maybe you've been seeing 1010 a lot. Did you get my message? The X won't rest, and it has to do with these love spells. I don't understand it. Damn. They just don't, they can't take no for an answer. This person wasn't in your moral, like, I don't know, something about the morals. They had different morals. Yeah, soulmate bond, hidden intentions. 2005 may be significant. Keep dropping these on cards. I'm triggered by your beauty. This person doesn't want to see you with anybody else. If you are a female or if you're a male, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Carl Jung. So something's going to be coming to light, something that was hidden, some petty shit, having to do with blockage from, or you may be a Sigma female, or, but it's blockages towards the Sigma female. Voodoo doll has to do with these monitoring spirits. I'm trying to put something on you. It has to do with it may have to do with a karmic friend with some. That's just jealous and envy. I just don't. That shit is dangerous for others. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it's dangerous for an earth angel because an earth angel is protected. They have their mission. All this other side shit don't mean nothing. It's all a spiritual test for somebody. And they failed horribly. We got Carmela's funeral home. Someone could be from Jersey. Just monitoring spirits. Cold-blooded for somebody. With someone, you could be like in a tough bind with a situation. But if it's out of your control, it's out of your control for a reason. This is that energy too, with the alignments of the planets and stuff like that. It's being removed. The way Saturn, because I think Saturn's about to be it's a bunch of planets that's about to be in retrograde. But it's still like the shadow period. It's coming up. With whatever is being released right now is being released for a reason, and you're being asked to not hold on to it. Whatever has been released. I'm talking to somebody that definitely experienced some sort of, I'm not going to call it a blockage. It looks like it's something that is like it just disturbed your peace or disturbed your, you know what I mean, your usual, but it happened for a reason. Hey, beautiful. Hope you've been doing well. I'm amazing. How have you been? Access to Rome. I was talking about Greek and Greece. Past couple messages on my TikTok. Clarify this karmic friend. Damn. Tap into your intuition. You already know who this person is. For somebody, you already know who this person is. Rainbows may be significant. Maybe you've seen a rainbow lately. Clarify karmic friend. Secretly jealous or hating on your romantic relationship. I am triggered by your beauty. Pay attention to your circle. Come on. Come on. You don't need this energy around you anymore. This should not be a karmic. I mean, it could be somebody that's jealous that you're not involved with anymore. But with somebody, you're still around this person and you know it and you feel it in your gut that this person feels this way about you. Why are you still around this person? Causing unexplained body pain, numbness. Probably something that they did with this voodoo doll. Clarify the spiritual test that they failed. The person causing you negativity is an earth sign. Whoever did this, that's part of the spiritual test that failed, is an earth sign. I feel like this test was towards your finance. Someone's jealous of something that you do. Yes, I've been working hard and smart as usual. I love to hear it. Keep a protection pouch with you. That's for somebody specific. If you feel like you need some sort of protection, get like a little bag, put some herbs in it, or seek someone that does that. Inbox me if you're interested or you feel you were guided to that direction. Make sure you inbox me. My details is in the description. But with somebody, you're clearly spiritual because either you just burnt the candle of roll opener or you did something, some sort of roll opener. Give me more with the Carmela funeral home. This person causing you negativity is a fire sign. Tiger's eye. Somebody needs to wear a tiger's eye. It helps with grounding, protection, self-confidence, inner strength, and willpower. You may have been losing weight lately. They're causing you to lose your appetite. It's something that somebody's triggered by your body and triggered by your beauty. And if you're a man, they're triggered by maybe you're fit or maybe you're into health or something like that. It's something about you that's attractive that someone feels, yes, spying on you is part of their daily routine. Damn. They are recruiting haters too. Just talking about you to people that you don't even know. Building some sort of, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Something about 2025. Give me one more for the funeral home. causing you to miss out and lose an opportunity. They're trying to block your money. They're trying to block your money. With somebody, it's an ex. With somebody, it's a friend. And with somebody, it's a co-worker too. Why are they bothered? I don't know. You will be successful with your next idea. Don't let nobody, somebody is pregnant too, but don't let somebody stop whatever you're doing. Keep going. Let me be that motivation to you. If you found me today, whoever, keep going. Do not stop. No matter what is going on right now, it's all an illusion to steer you wrong. Somebody is literally projecting energy out there for you to stop whatever you're doing. And I see a snake too. Something about snakes. My last post, my last two readings was deep. So check them out. Yeah, pay attention to accidents too. My name is Turgeon, date, birth. So for personals, my Cash App is in the description. 1 question, $10, 2 question, $15. I just randomly, it was a 3 a.m. Something was on my, something just told me just to pull. So an accident. Oh, and look, I hope the person is still in here. We were talking about Greek or Greece. Like I said, somebody may be hexed by an ex. Spanish male, female, somebody drives a Lexus. But pay attention to your dreams. And I was talking about this too. Moral aura with the church and some sort of religion. These same shits keep coming out. Pay attention to accidents during retrograde, Mercury retrograde. Maybe somebody during, when you're driving, you get this feeling during crossroad, something about a crossroad. You know, when the streets interject, it's like you get this feeling during that pass where it's like the crossing. You get this feeling, this visual of like something crashing. Just pay attention, not to have fearful, but if you like if you're a speeder, fast driver, pay attention during these next couple months, or while Mercury's in retrograde and the shadow period. Take your time to get where you need to go. Pay attention to your dreams at this time because they're very insightful. Make sure you have your dream journal with you. I bet you do. Yeah, do shadow work, and right now keep your business private. Someone drives past your house. Name may begin with a B, J, or H. Spanish female keep coming out. Now, Spanish male or female came out twice. So that's very specific for somebody. We have no excitement in bed. Justice. A year from today. Take your time with your decisions. Explore your options. Lawsuit and justice is out here. Friends are gossiping about you. You have strong intuition. Trust it. Trust your intuition. As my nose itch, you get the signs, you get the feelings. You may be a female and a divine masculine, or the Spanish male or female has to do with a divine masculine, but we got a female out here. Someone's in their 30s, and we got death in reverse. Someone probably sent some sort of death magic towards you. That's why the card Miller Funerals home is coming out. Name may begin with the E, R, or T. They could have probably sent that shit, but it's in reverse. So what that mean? Red hair, red car, red shirt. You will make more money than anyone in your lineage. Believe that. That's for whoever is already in that frequency. Travel, astro, something about traveling. Maybe somebody's astro projecting it in you because we got the monitoring spirits. Follow your intuition again. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, somebody's most likely, yeah, because you're a natural beauty. They're watching you on social medias, platforms, dumb shit. Let's do the I, the Kev. What is going on? I don't know why people keep tapping into shit that they don't even know. And I feel like you're really an earth angel. You really mean no harm, but your dark side is deep. Your dark side ain't nothing to fuck with. Clarify the death in reverse. Because that been coming out too. Divination in reverse. Whatever that was done, it did not work. Super confirmation. Someone did some sort of divination towards you. Projected some sort of energy. What's the card that I'm thinking in my head? That's not the card. Clarify this divination. Damn. Divination in reverse. So another, I'm going to say fake spirituals. I'm not giving them any type, because a real one wouldn't come up against the god or goddess like that stupidly and not do their research. So I'm going to say a fake spiritualist. Fuck them. Because that's stupid. And Carmilla Funeral Home and forcing shit, cold-blooded, monitoring spirits. They do it through divination, but I feel like whatever they're getting is not even the real deal. For some, I don't know if they're going into someone or they're not really doing it right or something like that. They're not tapping into your shit. I don't know what they're saying. And I really don't care as long as it's not real. Dodging, listen. If you need any more confirmation, this is 3 different decks. 4 actually. Blocking negativity, crazy people, protected by haters. Your protection is on another level. Ascended masters. And I feel like unexpected money is coming your way if you are experiencing any sort of stagnation or stagnant energy on your finance. First, in your spiritual, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking to someone that knows what I'm talking about. You're going through this right now. I'm getting the chills as I'm talking. So I'm on my shit. This shit has nothing on you. Stay focused. You hear me? Fuck these people. They don't know your God and they don't know your ancestry and they don't know your team. I don't know what these people into. It doesn't matter what they into, because I feel like they're either a different, either nationality or a different, they different. They not chill. They don't do what you do. They don't know your gods and they don't know who, you know what I mean, your ancestry. I don't know who, you know what I mean, specifically. I'm not going to tap into that, but unexpected money is here. Winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money. Exactly. Something was played out, or they wanted something to play out for you, but because that was in reverse. They wanted something to play out and they've been doing this for a while. Somebody know you. So with somebody, they know them since high school with this karmic friend. Give me one more with the divination in reverse. Yeah, running. This person will be running. You hear me? Spiritual hater in reverse. Hates on your spirituality, lights, magic, and power. It's something about you, honey. Yeah. They could be trying to cause stuff in your with your kids or something like that. Or trying to say that you're a bad parent. Creativity in reverse. They could never steal your work. This is steals your ideas, copies your work, duplicates, feeds off of you in reverse. This person was an energy vampire, again with the spiritual hater in reverse. Happiness hater in reverse. Damn. Make sure, because I did see the card that said private. Keep your shit private right now. Right now. Even your blessings. And I know how bad you want to just tell your blessings. Oh my God, you got the same scar as me? Which one? The one on my stomach or my chest? Which one? You know how unique that is? You're a warrior. I hope you have the one that's on my stomach. That's lit. Give me, I don't know why I grabbed this deck. I want to feel that way again. I know I messed everything up. This must be the X. The Hex by an X. The one that tried to do a love spell. And it reversed. The chest. Do you know how deep, and this came out of nowhere. So when I was young, I had chickenpox twice, right? So the second time I got scars. That's what, above this scar is another scar, but it used to be like this one, but eventually they all go away for some reason. I don't know. They come, this one came out of nowhere. And I was reading something somewhere about those that get keloids. Like, first of all, to get a keloid, that is the most painful situation ever. And I had it started for me when I was in the 3rd grade. Painful. Used to get teased, all that, whatever. It messed with my confidence when I was younger, but as I got older, it did nothing. It did nothing at all. But it's something different about those that can carry the pain of a keloid. If you know what I'm talking about, yeah. Those that have them on their chest, even scars, period, or beauty marks, birthmarks. Earth angels. So many different beautiful words that's coming to my head, but we conquered a lot. I'm so attracted to you. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. That's probably why I was up today. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with the energy? So you have an ex, a hex, you trying somebody that you rejected, blocked. They trying to reach out to you. They're trying to project your energy. Maybe you did a cord cutting ritual with this person, or, and this is the thing, y'all. I always tell, especially the people that really, you know what I mean, that get my assistance or they get information from me. When you do cord cutting rituals, that shit is not, oh, let's just play with cord cutting rituals and then still want to be with that person. Don't do that. Like if you do that, that means you're ending it for a reason. You're letting go and you're going your separate ways. It's not even supposed to be done with any ill intent. It's just anytime you're doing any type of ritual anyway, you're supposed to have neutral energy. Unless you're like manifesting, then you want to have that manifesting energy, like you're excited for something, like you want this to happen for you, it's going to happen for you. But with somebody that's trying to force some negativity to stop your finances that they cannot, please notice, I don't care and give a fuck what you're going through right now. It's all an illusion. And if everything is cool for you, I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to somebody that's really going through a tough time, that is just like shit after shit after shit for the last, like, I don't know, 3 months, 3 or 4 months. Since this year, it's been like, but this is the year of the 9, the year of the change, right? The year of completion, the year of, oh yeah, she don't play. That's what I'm saying. People just be silly. Then when unexpected things be happening, everybody want to go crying. Be the first one crying and trying to grab somebody out of a casket. I don't know why I had to get that visual, but it definitely almost made me cry. Why do you want to keep, but it's like somebody that's fucking with other people's destiny, trying to destiny swap, but can't. Because it was already destined for this person to reach this level, and you just came in and thinking you was going to rock shit. Get the fuck out of here. You have protection. You have an extra layer of protection. So you must be dealing with ascended masters or something like that, or something. You're dealing with something that is like an extra layer of protection of don't fuck with this one. And this person did not know that. Your birthday may be in the wintertime or something about the winter. By the winter, your life is going to definitely change. We have the elephant. Yeah, they're trying to fuck with your finance. Name may begin with the H, X, Y, O, D, and Q. We have the hat, right? So the hat symbolizes the crown, the layer of protection on your crown, or maybe you wear a layer of protection. Maybe you wear scarves or something like that, or hats or something like that to protect your crown. Maybe you need to protect your crown at this time. Respect, authority, higher power. Something about the crown and your root chakra. I feel like your bloodline, somebody had like in their bloodline. This could be somebody in African descent, like Nigeria or something like that. Somebody had like a tribal, I don't know, ancestor. Tribal. It's something about red and black being the colors of the tribe or something like that, or it's in the tribe. Somebody has somebody, an ancestor that was dark, like they practiced dark magic. You know, people that practice the light magic, there are those that talk that, but it's like a heavy protection though. It's not like a you know how with some protection you call upon, you know what I mean, certain ancestors, and that's that ancestor. I feel like, yeah, X-ray. You're getting a closer, you may be a medium, you could see the dead, you could see, you know what I mean, you can see through things, or you're definitely very intuitive. Very intuitive. Maybe somebody's getting some dental work too, but or like your something about your molders or something like that, or either that or your what's the other one, the wisdom teeth or something like that. You're about to have some dental work or something like that, or that's what you need. And God's going to pick away. Something's going to fall in alignment for you to get that done. That's for somebody specific, but you're getting some sort of deep insight, penetrating insight, self-examination that reveals hidden aspects. So something's coming to the light, moment of truth, clear vision of reality. I feel like you already intuitively got it with the hat out. You're very intuitive. So maybe you have water in your chart, or pay attention to where water is at in your placements in your chart. You may have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. They're all psychics. We have the yarn. The way it came out in reverse, someone's trying to break a connection, a tie that's trying to come together. I feel like it has to do with your mind and your mental. Weaving life experiences, potential for creation and transformation. Yeah, they're trying to stop that. Threads of two relationships, ongoing process of spiritual growth. They're trying to stop something. I feel like somebody, they did probably tap into your, this is someone that definitely do spiritual work or divination of some sort, maybe scrying or something like that. Maybe it's not that, or they do it a different way than you do. So I may be talking to like a tarot reader or something like that. It started really small, then stretched out sideways, like how mine said, and a little over an inch. I think my ex put something under my skin while I was asleep. Hold on, no. I'm so glad that you said that right there. Because when this one came out, that was like, it started off as a pimple. And I know for a fact, even though back then I wasn't into spirituality like how I am right now, back then was bugged out. And I know that someone had put something on, on me. Because there was a lot of jealousy and envy back then, like crazy. I mean, there's still, it will always be, because I feel like that's one of my karmic lessons and journey, to not give a fuck of those that are jealous and envy. Fuck them. That's not your problem. That's their insecurities. And it's crazy how people just love to put their insecurities on somebody else. Oh, somebody's mad because someone found love. Why? Go find your own. You're supposed to use that as inspiration instead of mad because you haven't found it. Fix your shit and maybe you will. But somebody's trying to untie something, or something that's trying to bind together and work out. They're trying to turn it around, but it will never happen. They're trying to fuck up your intuition, your wisdom. The owl in reverse. You are very intelligent, and they want to know how and where the fuck is you getting your knowledge. The divine, duh. If you tap in, how everybody else in these books get their knowledge? You think it just come out, but they just be writing shit? No, they tap in to the divine, to God-like energy. So do you think a warlock or witch can come against a god or goddess? I'm just saying. Have it ever worked that way in any book that you read? I don't know why I was so inspired to say that. At first, I'm like, sometimes my guides, I'll be like, nah, I ain't gonna say that. They're like, nah, Hov, talk that shit. Because people get it so fucked up, and they really have to learn their spiritual lessons. Things be spiritual tests. And it's like, when somebody try to come against someone that's really focused, really, that's not even, you know what I mean? You're focused on your humanitarian work. You're a great person. I know, I feel it. Do you think they will win? That's not how it works. That is not how it works. So peach, love, longevity, abundance, romance, positive outlook on life. Someone could be from Georgia. Someone could have a nice bum, a nice booty. That's what I'm saying. Somebody has a nice body, and someone else is so jealous over it. And they're more jealous of your confidence, of not, even if you went through something, just like access to Rome. That is just people stuff in public. Period. And they be the cowards. That energy been coming out too. Coward energy. And this is coward energy too, to do something behind somebody's back and not in their face. That's how I know it's a god or goddess in the room, because I feel like when you walk in rooms, they feel your energy. You haven't even looked up to see who's there yet. And they can feel you come in the room before you come in. Bell. Peach and Bell is like the only ones that came up upright. No, and X-ray came up right too. You know who this person is. Trust your intuition. Trust it. Maybe you've been hearing ringing in your ears. Maybe you've been hearing feeling like it's like thumping in your ears, like it's like a thumping energy and ringing. You are very intuitive. Most likely your gifts are being heightened, especially them high pitched ones, where it's like it's higher than that, for real. I don't know. I can't, but you know what I'm talking about, if you know what I'm talking about. But you have communication with the divine. The bridge between the earthly and spiritual realms. Like I said, you're definitely a psychic or something. Ward off negative spirits. I don't know why I was about to say that. Somebody could have been racist. I don't know. I don't know, because what I was about to say was like, huh? Why am I about to say that? Yeah, ladybug. Maybe you've been seeing ladybugs, or a ladybug is about to visit you to remind you that abundance is on the way and that you're on a good luck of things, and don't get caught up in the fear of the unknown. Maybe you feel like your ancestors aren't connecting with you. The more you start, maybe somebody needs to eat a little cleaner too, so you can have a better connection. It's with someone, it's the food you're eating. If you're eating a lot of junk food and stuff like that, that clogs up the connection for someone. Take only what resonates. What time is it? I didn't want to be on here long. I'm like, yo, what is this energy out here? People mad weird. It'd be like that. This is the world we live in. This is the realm that we live in. Are you enjoying it so far? How the many years have you've been on this beautiful realm? What have the lessons? What was your spiritual lessons? How have you been passing your spiritual tests? I know you haven't all like passed every last one, because you have to know, and everybody's trying to run from this, but you have to experience what failure is. You have to. With certain people's journey, you're going to have to experience what rock bottom feels like, so you know how to overcome it and teach those others how to overcome it. Now, let me see what this church thing is. Something church or some sort of religion. I don't know if it's an occult or an actual, religious community. They could be trying to attack someone too. See, this is the thing. Especially when you're not religious and you're not, you know what I mean? They're always the ones that's trying to pray. Oh, I'm going to pray for you. You don't have to accept everybody's prayers. I'll be looking up here to look at the messages. But you don't have to. I've been trying to put the sweats to, the sweets down too. Thank you for sharing your gift with us. Oh, it's my pleasure. I thank you for taking what resonates. I learned my ex was definitely doing spell work and other nefarious deeds. Listen. And then it'd be the ones that you don't even think be like that. But you know what? Some people are spiritual and don't even know they're spiritual. Some people are warlocks and don't even know they're warlocks. They are heavy with the mind, heavy with the thing. Pay attention to those that be like talking to themselves. But you know what I mean? It's a good, to me, it's a good, you know what I mean? Talking to yourself, you talking, some people talk to the divine out loud too. But you know the energy of those that's talking to something dark. And like they be whispering and talking to themselves, and then they give this certain look. Maybe somebody ex used to be like that. Pay attention to that one coming back during Mercury retrograde. Give me more on this church. I feel like somebody is going to try to is going to test someone to come back. And it's going to be like, huh? This is somebody from like a long time ago. Clarify church or some sort of religion. Commitment. Maybe somebody got married in the church, or somebody that's married, because we got commitment. Give me more with the church or some sort of religion. Maybe somebody came from a church or some sort of religion. Actual money in reverse. Maybe it wasn't a good investment. Yeah, unbothered. Maybe someone left the church or some sort of religion. Give me more with that actual money. Yeah, abuse. You was taking some sort of attacks. Maybe somebody was given to some sort of religion and they was just taking their money. Divination was done. I don't know. Don't be acting like they don't tap into. They're getting their downloads. A real true one. That's what I'm saying. You can go to a tarot reader to see what's going on and to get confirmation. Because like I always say, tarot and all this stuff is confirmation, because you got to take what resonates, right? So when tarot is being so I'm doing this, right? And I'm telling your story, it's confirming. So pay attention to the message behind that. because that'll be either your next steps or knowledge about the situation behind the scenes spiritually. Because just like somebody have monitoring spirits, you do too. That's why your guides will tell you, oh, you need to stop messing with this person, when they give you that hint in your gut, oh, something about this person don't feel right, because your guides seen what you did not see. They were in the room when you weren't. They're not the only one with monitoring spirits. You be calling yours to go see what's going on, or they'll let you know what's going on. Clarify church. Yeah, somebody took some sort of abuse or attacks in a religion or church or by a church. Like I said, they could have been sending something towards you. Yeah, occupation. Maybe somebody was really like working in the church, like, or it didn't work. Literally, occupation in reverse. Or somebody tried to, yeah, it didn't work because why? Your ancestors stepped forward. Maybe somebody left a church and decided to be spiritual. Take what resonates. 44 in the building. Unexpected money is headed your way. I feel like being as though, and this is, don't get all, but listen, I'm just reading the cards. Actual money. And then we got unexpected money. Maybe somebody, yeah, because it was what? When somebody left some situation, you realize it was manipulation somewhere, or you were being manipulated. And if it's not in a church, it's in a religion or some sort of cult or something like that. Yeah, poverty. They will be experiencing poverty, or you was in poverty. Yeah, it's a bunch of poverty and conflict going on. With somebody own a church or something like that, and something about the deed. Twin flame in reverse. With somebody, and this came out in my last read. The last two reads, church came up. So look at the last readings that I post. I think they were like 20-something minutes. Twin flame in reverse. Somebody had a situation. They was married, and it was some drama that went down in the church. Give me more. Somebody transition. Clarify twin flame in reverse. Oh my God. I said somebody transitioned, and the transition card came out. Look. Oh my God. What they be doing that? Entity attachment. Yeah, they had something dark following them. Yeah. And shit changed for you. I don't know. But when that be happening, it do be bugged out though. And it always happened with either the transition card, or it's another card that is like, or the graveyard card. Rich guy. Give me more with this transition. I don't know if somebody wanted them for their money. Rich guy. Yeah, rising star. I don't know if somebody used them for fame. I said it less. Somebody was fucking around with somebody. This person had money, and they was doing something for somebody, the rising star. Yeah. Clarify this rising star. 77. Conflict. Yeah. This person was causing some conflict in somebody's shit. Manipulation. And I'm going to just say a little couple more things. There's something legal going on. Good karma. And whatever it is, it's going to be good karma. A community of people is watching it, but they're blocked. Or it's a lot of people that's blocked. They're going to be blocked from your blessing too. Yeah, evil eye. You blocking a lot of shit. They could see through the veil though. Rich girl. We have a rich guy and rich girl out here, but yeah, you can see through the veil. Somebody's definitely highly psychic, and you can feel when it's evil eye is around, but it's blocked. They be looking into you though. So that's what the church thing was about. But roll opener, block buster is validating that, yeah, it didn't work. Thank God. I believe she expired because, hold on, wait, what? Oh my, I love it. Confirmation. I believe she expired because I keep seeing specific reminders of her sometimes daily. Oh, you don't know if she passed away, but you believe she did? Because I keep seeing specific reminders of her. Girl or guy. Yeah, again with this lawsuit. Somebody is going to have a great outcome with something that was long and annoying. And if it wasn't, it's going to be short and sweet. You're gonna win some case, or some sort of lawsuit is going to give you some windfall of abundance. With somebody, it was an old payday loan, and it was like a lawsuit, because a lot of like payday loans from like back in the day is coming out just random lawsuits. I don't know, that's just coming to my head, so take what resonate. If you have that situation coming on, honey, money's coming that way and multiple others. Because you got to be on that frequency. And I feel like somebody is on like a heavy frequency of manifesting. How long have I been on here? Hey, Ramona. Maybe I need to start coming on 3 a.m. more. I feel like I got more energy. But I'm about to close this up. Do a couple more. Message for the collective. What's the message? I've seen a love card, so I guess what's the message in love with the collective? Would somebody pay attention to who you, especially earth angels, especially those that's empathic, those that's on a lesson, like on, I don't know, I guess somebody's a lesson to someone. A lot of situations in love with somebody, you're their lesson. That's why I don't be working out. Because they were supposed to, they could be a soulmate, but they wasn't ready to transition in this lifetime for you or something. Or when you were ready, because you're not, because I saw a twin flame. So maybe a twin flame situation. You know how that shit go. Who's going back and forth though? I don't got patience for that. You gotta have a lot of patience for that type of stuff. And I feel like, look, this is somebody's lifetime of just pure bliss and happiness. So have fun while searching for the actual soulmate. But you have to be very, very particular in who you date, or who, this is somebody that's single. Or you could be married too, and this is some knowledge for you. Because they can either steal your abundance, especially if you're like an earth angel, or like you're just, things come towards you easily. That's why you're a heavy manifester. So things, that's why you got to watch your thoughts, because positive things can come to, but when you have that light and you're in your emperor energy, everything's attracted towards you. And heavy with the manipulators, because there's so many manipulating cards in different forms, similar to angel numbers. I don't even be thinking about her. I'm detached and done with everything from my past. You hear me? Access the room. I like that. That's, you're in this Saturn. So you're going to be straight during this Saturn energy, the Saturn retrograde. So you're going to be passing these tests like flying colors. You're going to be testing these. I said testing these. Runner. Then we were talking about the twin flame journey. Fear of intimacy, running away, intensity, letting go, turmoil, fleeting. The runner came out with the other deck too. Any more? The Sword and Rose, clarity and truth. Somebody's going to come back and just lie. Because if it was upright, it would have been clarity and truth, revelation, honor and protection, determination, in reverse. So someone that is running, if you're going through a twin, yeah, it's not ascending. Somebody that's always wishy-washy, flighty, they in love and then they get tired quick. They're not ready to really settle down. They keep stalling on an engagement date, or stalling on making things official. And I get it. You got to get to know somebody first. But I feel like this is like a spiritual connection, to where things moved fast because it was like you knew this person before. You know the energy when I'm talking about. When someone, you know this energy before. And I feel like it happened so passionately and quickly. but it feels like it's easy. It was easy to get to know this person. That's the energy it's giving. Give me one more. But every time you want to leave this situation, here goes this person trying to come back. Yeah, they're not going to be able to though. Coffee cup in reverse, meeting, talking, savoring the moment is in reverse. So this is somebody this is a warning for somebody that's coming back from your past. Yeah, the chaser in reverse. You're no longer chasing this person. Like I said, every time you stop chasing this person, here goes them coming back running over. But then when you become the chaser. Who's going back and then they running away. No, somebody's no longer being a chase. So you must have did a lot of shadow work with your inner child. You had to. You had to. Somebody may live close to a beach, or they used to always go to a beach as a child. You love going to the beach. Maybe you have water in your chart, or you could be a sun sign too. But maybe you need to go to the beach and get that actual, real, authentic spiritual cleanse with real salt water. Not saying that by pouring salt in water is not, but you know what I mean? The authentic cleanse of Mother Earth. Yeah, you no longer have these codependent issues. Someone needs to just leave it the fuck alone. Yeah, Cupid's arrow. Coffin in reverse. They're not trying to let it go. They're not trying to dead the situation. Shit. Didn't I say something about a snake? I'm so glad I did this on YouTube so you can rewind it back. Whoever the snake is, competition, the other woman, somebody is always mad. So maybe you're one of your karmic journeys during this lifetimes was with dealing with like a third party, whether it's a mother, whether it's another person, like partner, but it's always dealing with, or a friend. It's always this third party that's coming in the way of you in a connection with another person. And the snake could have been, so with somebody, it was their mother that was in a third party situation that was always influencing or telling this person something to fuck up your connection with this person. But you healed from this, the dragonfly. Maybe you've been seeing a lot of dragonflies. They symbolize transformation too. Things coming to the light, time to heal, lighthearted, adapt, finding out something, and change. Something came to the light about the snake. This snake revealed themselves. Yeah, and they are not happy. Paradise in reverse. They're going through it right now. Maybe somebody was bound to be with the snake now because they didn't choose you. With somebody, it definitely is. And they want you to come save them. But the dragonfly came the fuck back out. You see how spirit be working? And as I hear this high pitch in my head. Yeah. You decided to change. You didn't want to do so. Someone ended in this lifetime a twin flame journey. You didn't do it. You didn't do it this time. Good for you. Good for you. Ooh, so many blessings is headed some way. Because it was blocking your blessings. Like, so if in order to be with this love, and look, it is no shade, no tea. Not everybody is worried about someone else's finance. But I'm just saying it was messing with yours. Like, I feel like somebody had actual ancestors, and you know, when we say ancestors, is those that came before us. So this could be a grandmother, great grandmother, great, but their story wasn't like, it was more in poverty, and they don't want that for you. They want you to experience great things or the life and comfortability that you desire, because you cannot put a price on. Someone can never tell you, oh, that's too much, or you shouldn't want the material. Listen, some people, they like material things. Taurus is upright. They are luxury. They like luxury, good things, fine things, royalty. You feel me? So how can you tell a person that wants this certain lifestyle, oh, they can't get it because we don't do that? Then that's not following your belief system, right? I don't know. Follow me with Evolving with Sheena, where I do my Reiki. I talk more conscious stuff over there. But it just be blowing my mind sometimes. Like, how can you still, that's still you trying to change what my destiny is. That's the type of energy. So someone chose not to do it. And no matter, this person is going to come back around. I get in like 2 months or the next month or something like that. But they're going to come back around and they're going to try it. They're going to shoot their shot one more time. I feel like it's not going to be rejected, but take what resonate. And look, everything is free will. I feel like you're not even going to be interested in this person. And I do feel like somebody else. Yeah. Twin flame in reverse. Who be on that shit? It be me. Twin flames in reverse, the yin to your yang, the balance, but it was in reverse. It's not, and that same twin flame card came out in another deck in reverse. It's not even like a true passionate thing, because I remember the card of no excitement in bed. We got Cupid's arrow, but maybe you were for them and they got cocky. Yeah, you're no longer mirroring them. No, we're not. You used to mirror each other though. When you met this person, you used to mirror each other. So y'all had inner wounds, maybe a couple arguments, couple fights, but it was enough to be like, oh nah, you seem familiar. I worked on myself like a mechanic. You hear me? Talk that. Oh, I like you. And I love the beach. Go off. So a lot of this is resonating for you. He reviewed his true colors, and now he's in jail. Yo, that been coming out. Ooh, honey. I want to say my 3 readings ago, or maybe on my TikTok. It was a TikTok live. Either a TikTok live or it was on this one. I think I did it on this one too. And somebody was in the, like, behind prison bars. Yeah, because it was karmic debt. People never see what I'm saying. The price of past actions. Was somebody in a past lifetime, so you're going to be repulsed by this person. With somebody that's coming back that had this snake with them. You are going to be so repulsed. It's something that they did in a past life that you're going to remember, and it's going to give you that energy of just something like, this person is very good with this person may be a warlock. They're good with manipulation. They're good, like, everything is in reverse. The magician's in reverse. They're such a narcissist. They have to pay so much karmic debt. Yours was fulfilled. You walking away fulfilled a lot of karmic debt, not just for you, but for your lineage. People don't understand a lot of things. The prices that we have to pay is because from those that came before us. Now, if you wake the fuck up and get out of that karmic cycle, you no longer have to do that debt. You feel me? Somebody is going to be curing poverty mindset out of their lineage. And honestly, I promise you, somebody had a real talented ancestor, rather they did quotes, rather they was a mechanic, rather they did something good with their hands. They was very creative too, and their kids were creative too. But it was always a blockage in their confidence because of who their mate was. With somebody, they don't need, let's be clear, because I feel like someone is definitely learning that you don't need the validation from anyone. You had that validation within yourself, but you would want a partner that can push you just as much as you would push them. No envy, no jealousy, no nothing. It will be nothing but pure love. And if that's not what you feel, because let's be clear, they try to manipulate you to make you feel that love hurts. Oh, I do this to you because I love you. The fuck kind of manipulation is that? And it hurts. Love, there is no negative energy in love. There's no, it's the highest form. So if anyone tells you different and make you feel different, they're lying to you. Love is the highest frequency. There is no negative frequency in love by any means at any time. Know that. Because people be trying to manipulate. She was a Taurus. It's crazy how I was just talking about a Taurus. But the negative type. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and they bullies too. When they in low frequency, they're bullies. And I'm an Aries, and I have a lot in my chart, and I hate bullies. I don't like bullies. I'm sorry to say hate, but look, that's one of the I realized that I was trying to fix her heart, because you're a nurturer, love. And you know what? Or someone could have been a past martyr. So, and that's just been coming up a lot lately, martyr. Sacrificing yourself for someone else's nurture. But like standing, because it's a thin line. I don't want to, because martyr, you take a lot on to do that. And you sacrifice yourself. Someone wanted you to sacrifice yourself in this lifetime. But you cleared the karmic debt. You paid the price already. It's just going to come back around and tempt you. So please know, even though we pass lessons, that does not mean the temptations won't come and come through other people. It's an energetic thing. It's not a flesh thing. This is just suits. We're talking about the energy. And when you get into spirituality, everything is spiritual. So you always got to watch who's approaching you, what they're saying, because it could be messages, it could be signs, it could be warnings, it could be anything. But I feel like with somebody with this runner and chaser shit, that's been happening in lifetimes, honey. And you finally chose this one and you were serious with your intentions when somebody either did a cord cutting ritual or you did something to release because when you really done, and you can do a cord cutting ritual just by asking God, release that, release the connection. I don't want to love this person no more. Like, it's multiple ways to do a cord cutting ritual. You can just visualize shit in your head. If you're that, you know what I mean, tapped into your you know what I mean? But I feel like somebody actually did an actual visual one, like with candle work. And a karmic debt, the price of past actions. That's why they have something that they did in another lifetime caused them to have poverty in this lifetime. And it's like somebody wants you to be, and even if they're not, it's somebody, what their finances just wasn't right in this lifetime because they're not learning the lessons, and they're stuck, and they want you to be stuck too. But somebody woke up, caregiver here, that's all I did, baby. And I know the cure of everything is self-love. Because when you have that self-love and you're pouring into yourself, you have the self-awareness, you're conscious, you're aware. I always say, how old are you? And through those years, what are repeated lessons? If it's in love, if you want to focus on love, if you want to focus on your finance, what is the repeated lesson? Do you try and you never get anywhere, or you feel like you never get anywhere? Do you keep trying, and just something doesn't work out? Do you feel like you need to be doing something else? Because sometimes God can put us on a pause because he needs us to go somewhere else. This is not your prophecy. This is not your, you know what I mean? This is not your blessing. This is not where you're supposed to reap your reward. Somebody can be stuck in a job and they could just be so miserable and they don't feel like they get anywhere, but you're just paying the bills and you're just getting by. It's because it's another path out there. You need to open your mind up, open your mind to new opportunities. They are trying to distract you. Pay attention to these energies that keep coming back. Rather in friendships, love, co-workers, what is the energy? How do people treat you? How do you treat people too? But if you're really, you know what I mean, an earth angel and stuff like that, whatever, and you're doing things for your highest good and those others, pay attention to people, how they treat you. If they give you your ass to kiss, you do not nurture those types. If you keep telling them the same thing and they're not taking your wisdom, you do not nurture those types. Especially if you're very intentional when you speak. Sometimes you speak and you're giving messages to other people. That's why you're always supposed to pay attention. Especially to random people that want to have a conversation. God speaks, your guides speak, your ancestors speak through others when you're not taking that time to sit and be still and hear the message with yourself. And even when you do take the time and hear the message with yourself, that's why it's angel numbers and stuff. They're always giving you that confirmation. They're going to give it to you and they're going to give you a visual confirmation of this stuff. And that could be through another person, through sight of anything, seeing numbers, things just happening. Pay attention. You could be going through a tough time, but Saturn do that. Saturn do that. So maybe somebody's having their Saturn return. Saturn do that. They've removed. If you want Saturn to remove anything that's blocking you from reaching your highest potential, yeah, do it, honey. But you got to be, now you ask for that and you try to stop it like, oh, never mind. Never mind. I want to stay in this. I want to stay stuck. Then it's going to fuck you up even more. You're going to be stuck. Then you're going to wait for the next cycle. That could be another 7 years or whatever. Then you got to learn that karmic ass cycle. So somebody must have been going through like a couple years of bad luck. Shit just happening. And if that's how you feel, but it's like, it's only because you didn't realize the lesson. Now that you realize the lesson, we can move on. You learned, you healed from the karmic debt. Something about that karmic debt, but somebody don't want that to end. Explore your options. Explore your options. Okay. We're going to wrap it up. I thought the sun was out already. It's 4:17. I've probably been on here for an hour. But the conversation been good. Thank you you are so welcome. I'm glad you stopped by and seen me. Maybe I'll start getting on here around this time more often. I learned very deep lessons and heavy mental gymnastics. Ooh. that most people wouldn't, that would have hurt themselves. That's lit. So you flexible. Somebody's going to try to come back, and I feel like it's the karmic to make a baby with someone. Pay attention. Yeah, your beauty. Reverse. Maybe somebody sent some beauty magic. Maybe you've been breaking out on your face or something. Got a rash or something. Something to your face. Uncertainty is part of the process. Oh, it was a major fail. The reverse. If anybody sent any beauty magic towards you, reversed. Now they're going to look crazy. They're going to wake up with a sty on their eye. If you see somebody with a sty on their eye, it was them. We got verbal abuse out here. Maybe that's what somebody had went through. Pay attention to who's karmic and who's real, honey. It's more than one soulmate. It's more than one karmic. But you know what? It's the same energy, but they come through different people. It's the energy. You gotta pay attention. When you really start, I radiate light and love. I know that's right. I told you that. Your light disturbs their demons. Don't be one of those people that read the room wrong. Please don't. Follow your intuition. Don't be one of those people that read the room wrong and just be looking crazy and everybody's just like, feel that room, read the room every time you walk in. Don't second guess yourself. Yeah, that person feel that way. It's not your feelings. And do you want to stay in that room? Pay attention. Again, with uncertainty is part of the process. They came back out. Let me see what that is. Since they want to just be like. Uncertainty is part of the process. Maybe somebody was because with the let's make a baby, maybe somebody was or uncertain about making a baby with somebody. Maybe you're woke and this person is not spiritually awakened, self-aware. Yeah, somebody's definitely doing too much with the sweets. They're doing something excessive. Overindulgence. Pay attention to that. Maybe somebody needs to work on their root chakra. But they're overindulging in some sort of sweets or something like that. And I feel like just to make sure with your I don't know if somebody was diabetic in your lineage or something like that. So they just want you to just calm down with the sweets. Okay, what is uncertainty is part of the process? Go with the flow. Go with the flow. You don't know for a reason, is what they're saying. They don't want you to know. Probably because you're psychic. Yeah. They don't want you to know. Recalling in reverse. Yo, it'd be so funny how on point this be. They don't want you to know. Memories, missing someone, reminiscing. They don't want you to know. They don't want you. Maybe somebody needs to delete some pictures about, like, maybe somebody, listen, somebody needs to detox their photos from the past. Maybe back when they used to be turned up, party animals, sex, drugs, alcohol, surface pleasures. That's not you anymore. You can let it go. You don't need to remember that person anymore. That's for somebody that already is on that wave, or maybe somebody needs to. Uncertainty is part of the process. They don't want you to know because you're heavy with the psychics. Swept up, head over heels in reverse. And I love how they're flipping in reverse though. Falling in love, intense emotions. Nope. Swept up in reverse. Uncertainty is part of the process. Lift off and reverse. Everything coming out in reverse. Fast action, progression forward. The wait is over. In reverse. No, they want you to sit down. For someone, they want you to sit down. They want you to sit down so you can know what to do next. For someone, it's to like their movement. They want to let you know what to do next. Or it's someone, they want you to sit down and be creative. Maybe you need to reflect on on your past. But they say uncertainty is part of the process. But in my head, it's like maybe you've been reflecting on the past, or maybe you're doing your access to your shadow work. Yeah, and it has to do with someone that used to. We have tiptoe in the reverse, avoiding getting caught, acting shady, sneaking around. Maybe someone needs to do some shadow work on some past heartbreak, love, and really be done with it. It's a reason why something was rejected and didn't work out. Yeah, it was too much going on, and we got knocked up. I said something about pregnancy earlier. Expecting mother, pregnancy, let's make a baby is out here. Turnt, animal drugs. Maybe that's part of your journey. Maybe you had a child young or something like that, or maybe somebody's pregnant with someone that did them wrong, and that's what you had to heal from. Teen pregnancy. I learned very deep lessons in heavy mental. Oh yeah, I read that one. I normally don't even comment on people chat because it's a lot of readers who speak about the same energy. Facts. With somebody's story, I promise you, your story was of a third party. Like you have a lot of those cases through different people of them not giving you your worth and value, and you having to prove for very little. You have to prove so much to receive very little. So that's not equally yoked. That's not that equal give and take. That's that manipulation. When you feel drained and you really, really want to make someone happy, but they're making you drained to prove something, that's manipulation. That's the one that's that past lifetime of just like, no, I'm gonna always be blocking you. This is their energy. I'm gonna always block you from reaching your soulmate. It's that one. And it's the energy behind things. Don't think about the flesh. Think about that familiar energy. Right. Of somebody, you always got to save somebody. SOS. Assistance needed. You always got to fix somebody. No, you're not the fixer. They got to see God within themselves. You can't save the day. I'm sorry. Yeah. Someone does so much. I keep turning it open and it's like turned. Party animals, sex, drugs, alcohol, surface pleasures. Right. And that type of energy too. Bye, Felicia. Bye. Let it go. Peace out. Thank you. Next. Leaving and not caring. I feel like that's your energy for sure. Again with this, let me see if somebody is really knocked up. Knocked up. Pregnancy, expecting. Maybe somebody is pregnant. Hopefully it's not the sneaky link. 23 may be significant. For someone that been trying, it's like your Jordan year. This is going to be the year that you, if that's for somebody that's trying to have a baby, this is going to be a year. Even when I fall off, I'm always on top. Yeah, for somebody, you were like a teen, you had a teen pregnancy. And it wasn't real from the beginning. It wasn't real love. It wasn't this. Somebody may have freckles. I can feel it in the air. Healing from child abuse, Jezebel energy. That was somebody's story too. Maybe you was a Jezebel before. Or maybe it's always this third party, the snake. Like I said, third party, the snake. And here we go. It was always this third party shit. Maybe you did have a baby by somebody, whatever, and it was always this Jezebel energy that's coming in between. And not even just that, or whatever. It's just like, it seemed like it's always this energy, even through, and then they'll try to manipulate you to make it think, oh, it's something that you're doing. No, don't let somebody, do not get tricked. Do not get your mind tricked. It is the energy that you need to disconnect. Some way down the line that this person showed you, some way down the line, you felt, because intuition is all day in these reads. You felt the snake. You know when a snake is around. You know if you're having intimacy with somebody, and you'll know if that person is messing with someone else. You know that because you're in your goddess energy. You on your frequencies. You know what's going on. Are you following your intuition, or are you listening to what they're saying? Someone who had to heal, or they're healing currently from child abuse. Reverse. Jezebel energy. Don't be one of those people that read the room wrong. And I'm about to let y'all go. I'm about to wrap it up. I sound like the pastor. And I'm about to let y'all go. And this, I'm gonna say this and that's it. But I am. Yeah, one night stand and shit. Not having nowhere to stay or something like that for somebody. Dealing with somebody that always had to be living with you or something like that. Location. Something about the location in reverse. But one night stand, Jezebel energy. Rather it be, and you the one, rather if you was the Jezebel before or somebody else, you radiate lights. You always the one that they would rather be with. Yes. Somebody want to have another child with you if you already have a child with this person. Sex with you so amazing. Scarcity breeds desperation. Dark empath. So this dark empath is the Jezebel energy. Maybe if you were before in your low vibe, I mean, no, but it's giving somebody else. Reverse Jezebel, dark empath. Don't be one of those people that read the room wrong. For somebody there, that third party, that Jezebel, is a dark empath. They wanted to take and look, oh man, this is still coming up. This is coming up and hitting like, this is the ancestral lesson that has nothing to do with you. It has to do with somebody in your ancestry. They went through this. They went through this misery because someone else put it on them. As my nose tingle. So this is definitely hitting. And somebody definitely have freckles or beauty marks on their face. Yeah, evil eye, beauty pageant. It's always about somebody being jealous of your beauty. Of your beauty, of your face without no makeup. And it's always somebody that's coming for you that have the cake shit. No shade, because it be looking nice. But when that come off, that's when this person want to come back to you. Go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down. 1917. So this could be the ancestor that it happened to. It was a third party situation. And I have this up. I have this this reading up. I have it posted. I forgot what I named it. Maybe I'll add it to the description when I'll add it to the description. But it was someone's ancestor that had something put on them, and those that they birthed after, whoever that is, that had a baby by, like if they had a baby together and how their kids, it goes down. It's something that was passed down for them to experience heartbreak, hardship, because this person chose to be with you and they were miserable. This was somebody that stayed together and they was miserable. And it was because whoever put something on this man stepped out at one point and was fucking with a snake. And this snake, the other woman, looking over your shoulder, competition, enemy, was jealous of something about your hair or your ancestors' hair, whoever this 1917. They were jealous of this person. It's the hair or it's the face or something. And all of their kids had this situation. I don't know. And it's something about the hair. So maybe their hair fell out when they got a certain age or whatever. And it was something about that. And they cursed the bloodline. But you were the one to break this shit. You were the one to break it. And I feel bad every time I say I feel bad, because you're such a nurturer. You're such a nurturer. But it's like your guys don't want you to feel bad. Fuck that. They shouldn't have did that to your lineage. Now their lineage, and that's what I'm saying, because they gave me a feeling of what their lineage had to go through. And I'm like, damn, I feel safe. I'm free. That has nothing to do with you. You safe and you free. So maybe that's an affirmation somebody needs to speak. Yeah. You had to put the example out there. Somebody is going to be an example. You're going to be an example to whatever you're doing, work. It work. A couple is under judgment. Damn. Ooh, I want to see what that is, but I want to wrap it up too. Didn't I say you have a creative mind? You're an artist and you have a creative mind. Set up a routine for your development. This is specific for somebody. If you're an artist, you feel like you're going through some blockage or whatever, you're being asked to sit down for a reason. So I feel like you're going through something right now to where it feels like a bottom, but after every bottom, law of polarity, it is a top. You're working your way back up. You're building yourself back up. You're mastering something. Eight of Pentacles came to my head. You already sown something, and it's just going to flourish. You got to just keep working hard on it. That's the journey and path that you know how somebody has to go through birth. Most earth angels and those that are walking karma, you go through the toughest lessons, the hardest lives, and you're not meant to walk the same path as others. It won't work out. You won't find that success that you're looking for because shit won't work out. When in a lesson for you, if you do resonate with that part, is to release any control. Go within. That's why during this time is very crucial. Someone had to sit down for something because God is telling you to go within. The divine, the universe, that energy, the most high is telling you to sit down for a reason. You asked to be awoken. Now you're awoken. So now you have to follow this path. And this path ain't for the weak. Having creative, being an artist, being a multi-artist. So it's like you do more than one thing. And it's because you're tapping into that ancestry. Where you think that knowledge is coming from? You're somebody that can do anything just by looking at it. You don't have to go to school to learn this. Whatever you do. And I feel like it's multiple things. You can just look at something and you just mimic it. Those people are not for the weak, and those people are not made for 9-to-5s. So you have to figure it out. $10,000. Somebody got money, but it's like, maybe you're working on your manifestation. Something big is coming for somebody. Stand on your boundaries. Heal the inner child. So this, like, again, confirmation is asking for somebody to go within during this time, honey. This is the time you need to focus on that so you can't focus on this other shit. I am in my highest timeline. Like I said, you're definitely manifesting. Maybe you need to say that affirmation. I am free. I am safe. I am in my highest timeline. This person does not know how to tell the truth. It came out in reverse, so maybe they want to tell it now. But I feel like, I don't know. Because, you know, forgiveness is definitely good right now to be in that frequency of forgiveness. But that's it. Forgive and let go. That doesn't mean you have to still, you feel what I'm saying? Stand on your boundaries. But yeah, all day, who's holding in anything, honestly? That's why you're doing this healing the inner child. So maybe something's going to come back around for you to heal, dealing with your child wounds. Maybe you dealt with some sort of child abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, some sort of abuse, and somebody wants to come in, I don't know, ask for forgiveness. And even if you don't want to, you know what I mean? If it's not in face-to-face, because you have to forgive in order to get this blessing, in order to be released from this karmic debt. You have to forgive and forgive with a pure heart, not, oh, I forgive you, but you still holding a grudge. No, you have to do that deep healed wound to where when you hear this person's name, it doesn't cause any dis-ease to the body. Eat cleaner, again, to get a better psychic connection for someone. I normally don't even, oh, no, I saw that one. Now I'm freaking because I'm literally taking a pregnancy test in the morning. I do not want it. We got greed in reverse. Honey, I think you better call Tyrone. Somebody got one of those energies? Put some clear boundaries. Put some clear boundaries. Found out about a hidden motive. Let me see about this. And then I'm going to close. How long have I been on here? I've been on here since 3 o'clock. And I have so much energy. Maybe I need to start coming on in the middle of the night. Dang. My schedule about to change. People about to be... Somebody is so beautiful. Know that. Know that. God made you exactly the way you are, and you are beautiful. Male or female, you look good. Because that's how you're supposed to look. You look exactly how you're supposed to look. So don't let nobody fuck your confidence. Oh, why do you think you need to tighten this up? Do you think you need Fuck them. What do you feel? If you feel like you need to get in a gym, get in that gym. Clarify, I think you better call Tyrone. Because it's giving heavy, get somebody else to do it. It's heavy with that. I think you better call Tyrone. Funny. I guess it was supposed to be comical. Or maybe you think that's comical. Somebody's humiliated though. Maybe you play somebody. I think you probably either said something like that, or you said get somebody else to do it, or somebody tried to approach you and was like, yo, can you do this for me? I think you better call Tyrone. And they was humiliated, or somebody said something and somebody was humiliated off of their reaction. Give me one more on I think you better call Tyrone. Craving. What is the lyrics to that? Because they keep talking about that. I think you better. I'm getting tired of your I like how the flame going. You don't never buy me nothing. And I used to sing that song as a little girl. See, why can't we be by ourselves sometimes? So sometimes it's not always a third party. I think because Tyrone was his friend. Tyrone was his friend. And every time that this person come around, it's always with your friends. You always with these two people. You got to bring Jim, James, Paul, and Tyrone. It's like 4 people. It's too much. So people came in between a connection. This person always wanted the party. Remember, Turnt was out. And it had to do with the sneaky links. And what? Lust. Not seeing that you was the main character. You was the main thing that they were supposed to lock down. They ain't treat you like that. Now they're craving your energy, though. They're humiliated at the decision that they made. Humiliated. Humiliated. Clarify, knocked up. Yeah, somebody's grossed out. Courageous. Like I said, if this was a situation where someone had to, let me see. Because knocked up, pregnancy, expecting, mothering. Courageous. Maybe somebody had to do it by themselves. If you already have. Didn't I say grossed out? Yo, I said grossed out and it came out. I cannot wait. I love when I do the YouTube ones because I can post them afterwards. My TikTok lives be lit, but you can't post a whole, when I be on there, I'll be on there for like 3 hours. Grossed out. Someone is so grossed out at the thought of pregnancy. But we have courageous out here. Or maybe somebody's going through that time where they just grossed out by their partner. Maybe that's part of the symptoms. Some people's symptoms, you just be like, you'll look at the person undermined. A feeling when someone or something has worked against you. Maybe somebody's, hold on. Maybe somebody is mad because they got somebody pregnant. Sweetness. But somebody's happy. Or it's a sweet thing. Elated, loopy. Somebody is going through mixed emotions right now. Edified. Feeling that you have improved morally and intellectually, or are justified in your point of view. Greed and reverse. Give me one more. Intriguing, liking. Somebody's liking being pregnant though, because this is all clarifying. Knocked up. Sweetness, intrigued, liking, but it's somebody else that's grossed out. So maybe one party is in love of the situation and want to be courageous and strong about it. Yeah, like I said, thrilled. But this was in reverse. This was in reverse. When I looked at it, it was definitely in reverse. Somebody is not thrilled. Yeah, you may be feeling tired. Tired, lethargic. Let me stop all this energy. Yeah, somebody's pregnant. Somebody is, this was in reverse. It may have not been a crush. I don't know. But somebody's going to be excited. So take only what resonates. Wonderful, right? Somebody finds it to be very wonderful, and that's beautiful. That's a beautiful. I feel like it's going to be a blessing. Oh my God. The only reason why I grabbed this deck, well, actually, this is not the one I'm talking about, but somebody, like I said, is pleased. Because it is another card that's adorable, and it's clearly the baby sign. So somebody, it's like somebody's happy and somebody's not. Feeling happy and content. Somebody's definitely pleased. I feel like it's a masculine energy. Somebody's blaming something. Somebody's angry. And jealous. That's probably why. Yeah, because this person wasn't supposed to do what they did. Maybe they did something without consent, without somebody knowing. And you can take what resonates when you look at this. All right, I'm done. Yeah, this person could be boring. All right, let me not, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm coming at somebody's baby mother or father. Somebody could be a Scorpio. All right. Yeah, I need to start coming at 3 a.m. because I got all energy now. Somebody need to call back their energy. I call back all of my energy, transmuted and blessed, and I send back any energy that isn't mine if you want transmuted and blessed. Call back your energy. Somebody got it fucked up. Got the direction. Somebody's direction, their path is changing. Go with it. Yeah, nutty. It came out in reverse. Maybe somebody is saying that you're acting nutty. Someone is forging someone else's signature too. Scamming shit. The bond is attached to a spell. It may be siblings. Sexual healing. I feel like that's the bond that's attached to a spell. You have to walk away. Someone doesn't want you to, though. A past person in reverse. It could not, it may not be a past person. Maybe somebody new. You met somebody new and they don't want you to walk away, but they did something. And it kind of like reminds you of the past person. And it was like, you're a karmic lesson. That's that energy. Pay attention to the energies, yo. Don't matter how good they look. Found out about a hidden motive. Have mercy on their souls. Someone is going to be bothered. I don't feel like it's you. Yeah. I feel like, because I'll go all day. Someone going to be meeting somebody want to date in that. Smoking on My Ex Pet Tonight by SZA. Exactly. Confirmation about call back your energy. Because that's my song. Load a clip. I need the numbers. Someone lied on you. All right, that's it. They got resentments. Fraud alert. It's in reverse. So like I said, somebody's either trying to take your identity or take something that's not yours. Not on your level. This whole shit is not on your level. So don't pay it any mind or your frequency. When someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. Again, with the freckles. Somebody definitely got freckles. So thank you so much for joining me. I normally don't even comment. Oh, no, I read that already. I read that. All right, cool. We're up to date on the comments. I will be back on later. The truth don't need motivation. Somebody lied on you, but the truth don't need motivation. You don't got to do nothing. You don't have to do anything. The truth don't need motivation. So I feel like somebody's just going to be sitting back and just like collecting checks left to right. Because something's about to blow up for somebody and I'm so happy for you. You deserve it. You've been through some shit, honey. To learn about, just to even be brave enough to leave these soul ties. Like, that's not for the weak. Thank you. I'll be looking for you again. Amazing. You're so welcome. And I'm here. Make sure y'all put those notifications on. Thank you, everybody, for liking. I appreciate you. I promise you, if you missed any part, run that back. It was some tea. It was some juice, honey. Some tea. But I'm going to go off and I'll be back later. Have a good rest of your morning. Okay, let me